It's no secret that the Vatican continues to mediate for the release or exchange of prisoners between Russia and Ukraine. Zelensky himself stated this publicly on March 14th. The Holy See has received a list of Ukrainians held in Russian prisons and camps. We count on your help to free them. The embassy to the Holy See notes that the Vatican's diplomatic and humanitarian assistance is important for many Ukrainian families, not only for the prisoner exchange, but also for the mission being carried out by Cardinal Matteo Zuppi.
Mission of Cardinal Zuppi is concentrating on helping Ukrainian children which were stolen by Russia or taken away from Ukrainian territory to Russia or Belarus as well, and returning the prisoners.
For Ukrainians whose relatives are on the front lines, the tension is constant. They fear the death of their loved ones or them being taken prisoner. That's why the Vatican's influence has been so important for them. And they have even cried before the Pope, asking him to intercede for their husbands, brothers, and sons. The ambassador himself has a son on the front lines and says it's a very tough experience.
He is right now the youngest member of parliament of Ukraine, and he consciously decided from the first day of war, he decided to go to the army to defend his own country. And surely it's not very easy, because sometimes we are for several days out of communication with him. When he is going to the front line, he can't use the mobile phone, and we are out of the possibility to ask him some question, to receive immediately a response from his side.
Amid these circumstances, the ambassador highlights the enormous tact the Pope has shown him in each of the meetings they have held over the past 3 years.
And by the way, you was asking me very oftenly about position of the Holy Father, his personal, and I would tell you very sincerely that I am always inspired by the position of the Holy Father. Each time when we have a possibility to meet, even very briefly, he always making a stop and asking me, how is your son? He remember in any circumstances, and he tells always, I am praying for him. Please pass him my blessing. So it's very touching, personal measure, personal expression of the Pope's attitude, not just for me, not just for my family, but for the whole Ukrainian people.
Although there have been some gestures from the Pope in the past that have displeased the Ukrainian government, the ambassador points out that the Pope is the leader who has most denounced the aggression his country has suffered.
Emerge ancora una volta qualche potente tristemente rinchiuso nelle anacronistiche pretese di interessi nazionalisti provoca e fomenta conflitti, la gente comune avverte il bisogno di costruire un futuro che o sarà insieme o non sarà.
I think no other world leaders mentioned Ukraine so many times like Pope Francis. Every week in his Angelus, every Sunday, in his addressing during the general audience, Pope Francis always emphasizing and asking to pray for Ukraine.
In fact, since the war began, in each of his weekly public appearances, the Pope has asked for prayers for peace in Ukraine. The dramatic situation even caused his voice to crack at one public event.